So this is my other way of making my videos, but this one I wanted to make tonight. I already have one planned for tomorrow, but tonight I don't know. So I'm sitting here and I realized that I finally learned how to embrace my natural hair, love my natural hair, and I'm just so grateful to finally know how to do that, because it was a point where I couldn't leave the house without putting on a wig, without putting on a hat, without putting something on my head to cover it up, because I was so insecure with what my natural state looked like, because I never learned how to embrace it. I've never learned how to care for it. I never learned how to love it when I was younger. I feel like it's so important to know how to love your natural hair, because it's it's you. It makes you who you are. It's a part of your roots. It's, your hair says so much about you. We used our hair for so many things. So many things. Y'all know about the braid patterns, and it was so much that our hair was used for. So really loving it and embracing it, and at its kinkiest, is probably one of the most ancestral veneration thing that you can absolutely do. It definitely is ancestral veneration when you are learning how to love your natural hair, because they were taught that it was hard to manage, or that it was hard to manage, and they always needed a perm because it was more manageable, or they didn't know how to they didn't know how to care for it. Not everybody was taught how to care for their natural kinky curly hair. And I feel like by me really stepping out my comfort zone, the last few times I had my hair natural, with my afro out and everything, the first time was to work. I challenged myself to get out my comfort zone and wear my natural hair, even though no matter how short it was, because it was during the time I cut it off and it was growing back, so I had the little TWA. And I'm realizing that when I went out to work and I, defined my curl pattern, and when I was at work, I realized nobody really cared as much as my mind assumed that everybody else cared about what my hair looked like. I realized it was just an internal thing that I was battling within myself because of a childhood wound, or, you know, the trauma of me not knowing how to take care of my head. And yeah, I'm just really happy for embracing my hair. I have my hair in plaits right now, and at one point I probably would have thought, oh my god, I'm so insecure, let me go hide, because my hair is so short, it's not touching down here, or it's not in the middle of my back, so I have to hide my hair in the way it looks because it's not long. Like, I'm so glad that I'm not thinking like that anymore. Like, I'm seeing more people embrace their natural hair, which is also making it more comfortable for me, because you know I'm glad I'm seeing more people embrace their natural hair. I'm glad I overcame the fear of being, seen with my natural hair now. I'm glad that the thought don't even cross my mind. It's just like, I love it on me. I like how I look in it, and I'm leaving. Like, that's what it feel like. And so I'm glad that I have the confidence to walk around with, and to show off how beautiful my curls are, even if they're not like 3C or super defined, like, the wavy, the curl patterns that people would consider as good, like good curl texture or good hair. Not those curl patterns, the ones that mat up like a ball. That one. That one. That one that people aren't as impressed with because it's not as upkept or beautiful, but it's so beautiful to me. And I think I always was infatuated with big puffy hair growing up. Every time I wanted big hair. I just want big hair, big puffy hair. And I always just loved afros. They were just so nice to me. I loved afros. Afros are really nice. Like, yeah. I love big hair. Especially when it's blown out. The blown dry big hair. So nice. It's so spiritual to do so. It's so spiritual. Hair is so beautiful. Like, really, really, really. Once you really like you're learning how to take care of it and stuff, it's a beautiful journey to be on. Yeah, I don't know what this video consisted of, but I don't know. Hopefully it made some sense. I don't know if it did. If you heard me, you heard me. I'm probably gonna forget what I said because I'm probably was channeling. I don't really know, but hey. I just want to get on here and say I learned how to embrace my natural state of being with my hair. I love that for me. Love that for me. Alright, good night.